everybody, and welcome back. We are doing some Modern today, and we haven't watched these yet, I noticed.
No.
We did get some nice advice on that in a previous video. But, yep, so I'm wearing my 5-color shirt, which of course means I have to play a 5-color deck. So, I am playing an elemental combo deck that is technically 5 colors, but realistically that's only for Horde of Notions. It's more or less red-green. But it's an elemental combo deck that uses Liege of the Tangle, and cheating that into play with, like, Incandescent Soul Stoke, or just ramping into it with Generator Servants, Smoke Braiders, stuff like that. Just some through the breaches in here, so... And if you don't know what Liege of the Tangle does, well, maybe you'll see it on camera. Go ahead.
As for me, I'm playing Titan Shift. It's a good old Valakut ramp deck that utilizes prime time to just sometimes outvalue them by slowly building up the Valakut. Mm-hmm. Or it can just Scapeshift out of nowhere, too.
Or you just beat down for 6. Yeah, so it's pretty exciting stuff. How do you want to decide who goes first? You have any ideas? I'm starting to run out of ideas. That dice?
Big dice.
Deal. We'll each roll a big dice. 16.
6.
Oh, I'd say you win, probably.
I was
I'll
honestly expecting you to just roll under me.
I kind of was, too. 4. Alright, you get it. So you'll be going first, and we'll see you in game 1. Alright, game 1. Go ahead.
We've got... those. Whoop.
And for me, this is what I'm working with. Pretty good stuff. Alright. Let's see what you bring.
Windswept Heath. Crack that going to 19. Basic Forest.
Alright.
And suspend the search for tomorrow.
Okay.
Turgo.
Alright. Draw. That's okay. There's a Primal Beyond, and I will reveal a Flamekin Harbinger, and then I will use that Primal Beyond to cast this. And I think I'm going to search for... Generator Servant. Put that on top. And pass turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw for turn.
That's what I was drawing anyway. Of course.
Excellent setup.
Yep. 1 mana, 1/1. And a shuffle.
Mountain. Farseek. Which will find me a mountain tapped.
Okay.
Turgo. Of course, the mountain is also a forest.
Very true. Draw that. Here's a Primal Beyond. We'll reveal that Generator Servant. It's conveniently a...
No idea that was coming.
Elemental. Yeah, it's kind of nice that I haven't really given you any information with these, because I haven't really had to. Is it better? Probably. So we'll cast that Generator Servant. Pass tech for 1. Pass turn.
18.
There's no reason not to attack for 1.
Upkeep. Cast search for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Draw for turn. And a Bloodbright Elf.
Okay.
When this deck is mostly a ramp spell.
I actually considered... There you go. I also actually considered playing Bloodbraid Elf in this because I'm mostly red-green. Fortunately, there's really no reason to do that. It takes away from the elemental synergies. And, yeah. Did you ruin a sleeve? What?
And a mountain.
Oh, that's even a bad one to ruin. Are those still worth anything? Those lands? Those basics?
I'm not sure, actually.
I mean, I'm sure foils are, but... maybe there's enough of them in circulation that they're affordable.
Kind of put that on top of my hand, just making sure I didn't leave a card there.
Yeah. Switch.
Now, most of your things have haste, or trample.
True.
So, is blocking essentially 2 damage worth it next turn? And I think the answer is no.
I will take 3. 17.
Here this deck likes the opponent to be at 18 or lower, and you don't really have the land base that does that naturally.
No. Also, that was probably the worst draw I could have had. So what then? Still have 2 left. 2, 3. I mean, kinda. That kinda works. Maybe that one. Or maybe... this is tough. 1, 2... 1, 2... So you can't split this, right? Or
You can split that.
You can split it, so I can give 2 things haste?
Yes. That is one of the tricks that you can do with them.
Okay, so... yeah, I guess that's probably the best way to do it. So I will crack this for 2 colorless mana. I'll use 1 of that colorless and a red from this to cast a Smoke Braider with haste. So I still have 1 colorless floating that can give haste, and I've got this guy. So then I will use...
you can play a 4-drop.
Those 2 and that 1 for an Incandescent Soulstoke, which I'm unfortunately 1 mana
away from just
activating. I really needed that to be a land on top. But now I can, I guess, at least attack you for 4, so that's what I'll do.
14.
Pass the turn.
Untap.
Yeah, I really need that to be a land. And not a card I literally
Draw
can't
for turn.
cast.
Valakut.
It's kind of spoopy.
Three mana for Search for Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Which will find a mountain. So now we have 5 mountains.
So now everyone after this starts
Will be a
turning?
lightning bolt, yes.
Yeah. Been a while since I played against a Valakut deck.
Yeah, if you control at least 5 other mountains. And a Farseek.
Yep. Yep.
Which will find a Stomping Ground tapped to lightning bolt the Soulstoke.
Shocked by that one.
Bolt, not shock.
Yep.
And 3.
14.
Jurgo.
Untap. Draw a card. See, where were you last turn? Come on, man. Here's a Reflecting Pool, which can tap for any color. For anything, which is kind of nice. And we will go for green, red, black, blue, white, Horde of Notions. there 14?
Yes. You don't really need the chump blocker, because you do have a vigilance guy.
Yeah, but he dies to blocking in one land, which I don't know if I like that idea. So I'm tempted to hold this one back. Just in case. Bash for 5.
9.
Go ahead.
Untap. Draw for turn.
Oh, we were so close. Probably gonna die this turn, though.
6 mana. For prime time.
Yep. Can you 14 me?
Find a Valakut. And a Stomping Ground.
Yep.
Now I have 6 damage.
Yes.
So I think we can just go 6 to the face.
6 to the face. Alright. Go to 8.
Three. Would put you 1 land to death.
Yeah. Block.
Block like that.
Yeah.
So, blood right down. And here's Sakura Tribe Elder.
Sure. Burn it now?
May as well, since we do have damage on your Horde of Notions.
Yeah, I'll take that. I left this back to chump block, but you domed me with that 6, which I wasn't really expecting you to do, so I guess.
Yeah, I had the extra little bit of damage
I
if
assume.
I needed. So 3 damage to that, 3 damage to you.
5. Not dead yet.
Enter go.
Pretty
You
much,
are
though.
Prime time attacking away from death.
That's true. Draw a card. That's not good either. You're at 9? I think 2 blue, another blue. We're gonna evoke a Muldrifter, so we'll draw 2 cards. And I don't think those will do it. Here's another reflecting pool. Finally have good mana when I don't need it. And pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Four mana for a Bloodbraid Elf.
Yep.
Shall cascade into and explore.
I'm going to remand the Explorer.
So it goes to my hand
Yeah.
from the exile. We're going to explore.
Yep. Since it doesn't really matter at this point.
Wooded Foothills.
Yep. Oh, I left it the wrong mana for that. I meant to do it that way. Not that it matters at all. So I will. Oh, you get your
Yeah, I got my
Titan
trigger
there, which is just going to kill me if you fetch mountains.
Get a Stomping Ground in a forest.
Okay.
So the Stomping Ground will just shoot those two.
I see how you're doing it. All right.
And then 9 damage attacking.
Bolt your face.
6.
And then die. Yeah, so land off the top would have meant I had that attacking that turn, but instead I drew I don't remember what I drew, but it was useless.
The Mall Drifter or something.
So
yeah.
that's actually how close that was, because I'm pretty sure
like,
that would have done it.
I was expecting the land there, and then you didn't have it.
Yeah,
It's like,
I was pretty sure attacking for 9 and making 4 9/9s for next turn may have been enough.
Probably would have been yes.
So that was game 1, and we'll see you in game 2. All right, game 2. Show hands. That's what I have. It's fine. Go ahead.
And we've got those.
Whoop. All right. Gonna kick things off with a Primal Beyond. We'll reveal Flamekin Harbinger. Use the mana to cast that. And I'll go fetch a Liege of the Tangle. Pass the turn. Well, can I show you my bottom 6 cards?
All your spells.
Weird.
Draw for turn.
Liege of the Tangle.
Windswept Heath. Crack that, going to 19. We'll find a forest and catch a search for tomorrow.
Okay.
Enter go.
Oops. Alright. Untap. Draw that. And then we'll go for a Reflecting Pool. Just conveniently can tap for any color, thanks to this. And here's a Smoke Braider. Attack you for 1.
18.
Go ahead.
I guess that should have been tapped. So, untap.
Yeah.
Upkeep. Draw for turn. Okay, I didn't really need to draw that for the second turn, too. A mountain. And a Prismatic Omen.
Okay.
Jergo.
Tap. Draw a card. That one's fine, I guess. I would love to not draw that many more, though. Here's a Reflecting Pool. Different type of Reflecting Pool. And here is a Soul Stoke, which you already knew about. Bash for 4.
I know about the Soul Stoke. You got the Liege off the
Oh, yeah,
top.
you're right, I did. Well, you know about it now. 4. Go ahead.
14. I don't think I can get to 6 lands this turn to kill that. So we gotta draw Bolt. Untap. Upkeep. Find a mountain.
Yep. Yeah, so so if you have an Omen in play, you can Scapeshift on 6, and that does... That's
A
lethal?
lot, because you can get all Valakuts, and then
Is that
those
lethal?
would also be mountains.
Yeah.
So it'd be easily be lethal.
But 6
But
is the magic number, right?
Is the magic number with Prismatic. And then with 7, if you don't have Prismatic, it's 18.
Yeah.
So we are going to tap green, red, white, blue
Yeah.
for Bloodbraid.
Sure. Good one.
Getting
Please don't hit a bolt. Oh my god.
an explore.
Please don't hit a bolt.
Draw. You can play a land for the turn. Here's a mountain. Enter go.
Oh, yes! Finally! Untap. Draw a card.
I mean,
Finally
the deck
get to
only
do
does
the thing.
play 2 because its lands quickly turn into removal spells.
True. I mean, I guess it doesn't really need them, but... Knowing you, I'm kind of shocked that you didn't Bloodbraid into it. Okay, well, here's Primal Beyond, revealing Liege of the Tangle.
Yup.
And then leave these up, I guess. Well, actually, this one can only deal with that. So I suppose, actually, in case you somehow are able to do something, we'll do it this way. So, 2 mana to activate this ability, because you can do that with Smoke Braider, to cheat out Liege of the Tangle.
8/8 trample.
8/8 trample with haste because of this, but I have to sacrifice
And plus
it at
1
the end
plus
of turn.
1 because of that.
Yes.
But yes, you do have to sack it. But, yeah, he's going to turn all your lands into 8/8.
Yeah, that's the nice bit. So I'm going to attack you for 11. And this only has to deal
you can only block
combat damage.
2, so you know what? We're going to trade for that.
Sure. So 9.
Take 9, go to 5.
And then these turn into dudes. Which is pretty sweet. Pass turn. This gets sacrificed at the end of turn.
Untap.
These each have a counter on them.
Draw for turn. Wooded Foothills. Crack that, go into 4. We'll find a Cinder Glade. Because I think it can come in untapped here.
Yeah. Yes, it can.
And green. 4 colorless.
Yep.
4 prime time.
Ooh.
The problem, of course, being at 4
Yeah.
is that even though I get these 2 Valakuts,
Which are going to do some damage.
they can deal 12. But that's not enough. Because they are mountains. And then they, of course, see 5 other mountains.
Yep.
So I do have 4 triggers here. But that's not enough.
Where would you like to put them?
We're going to deal 3 damage to him.
Okay.
And we're going to deal 9 damage to that one.
Okay. Sure. 9 to this and 3 to this. Yeah,
Yes.
so that will kill it because these are also elementals.
Yes, they
That's
were
pretty
9/9s, so
Yeah.
it would have killed it even before the thing.
True. Well, yeah, I guess. Either way,
Do they have trample?
they do not.
Well, I have 1 chump blocker.
Yeah.
Prime time is a chump blocker. It's your go.
Untap. Draw a card. Man, why'd you have to kill this? I just drew another one. They get 2 awakening counters on them this time. Alright, well here's an unclaimed territory, and I'm gonna name Horse.
Horse.
Because then I'm gonna dash with these.
Well, I'll chump block 8 of it
Okay.
and take 17.
Woo! Actually took a game. I'm kind of surprised. Alright, so that was this, and we will see you in game 3. Alright, game 3. Go ahead.
We've got those.
Whoop. And for myself, that's what I have going on. Whoop.
Cinderglade tapped. Turgo.
Draw a card. There's a Primal Beyond. I will reveal Flamekin Harbinger. Use the mana to cast it. Go fetch. You know what? Let's try something different. Horde of Notions.
Ooh.
Pass the turn. Probably not the right
Untap.
fetch, but
Draw for turn.
it's the thing I want to do.
Mountain. Explore. Forest. Suspend. Search for tomorrow.
Okay.
Enter go.
Draw that. Here's a Wood of Foothills, which I'll crack. Go to 19. Now, I don't have a ton of options with these. It's basically some shocks. So I'll get a Stomping Around untapped, going to 17. Yeah, unfortunately, with all the 5-color lands, just for that stupid Horde of Notions, it's kind of kind of difficult to run basics. And here's a Smoke Braider. Oops. Bash for 1.
Luckily, you revealed the one card I already knew about.
Exactly. Go ahead.
Luckily, you do get to play the 2 mana, or the 2 mana tap for 2 of any color guy, so elementals do have that advantage. Search goes to 1, draw for turn.
Which means we could be hoarding next turn.
Wooded Foothills.
Which probably isn't enough against the Valakut deck, but kind of wanted to cast the card. Since, we bought them to play in this deck, and if I don't ever play them.
One other elemental deck.
I guess the other one probably would want them as well. The actual, real 5-color one that the mana costs look ridiculous.
But none of these cards should ever be in a deck together, but we'll manage it.
But you'll see that in the future.
And 4 mana for Bloodbright Elf.
Yep.
We'll cascade into the one card I don't want to cascade into.
Wow. You'll have 2 mana left over, presumably next turn, if you want to do it.
Cast it, then I'd need to draw land to do that instead. But there's not really a card I want, so I'm not going to cast that.
Okay.
3.
I will take that. 14.
Enter go.
Tap. Draw a card. Unclaimed territory. Naming Elemental, obviously. And since it's probably my last chance to actually get it into play, here's a Horde of Notions, and I'll bash you for 6. Go ahead.
Untap. Upkeep, this goes off. Find a mountain.
Okay, could probably die this turn. Seems possible.
Draw for turn.
Omen Scapeshift will do it.
Not what I was expecting to draw, but it'll do. It's not a land, which I kind of needed, but it could be a land.
Kinda, yeah. There you go.
And I think we're just in the chump blocking, so it's your go.
Tap. It's just a 5/5. It's not that big.
Yeah, it's not that big.
Draw a card.
It does kind of require 2 Bloodbrights to deal with, though.
True. Can I do something sweet this turn? Not really. I wish. Let's see. That maybe? Yeah. I guess that's kind of sweet. Alright. But I'm definitely dead next turn, right? There's no way I'm not dead next turn. So you would have to double block this, which you could easily do. And then probably still just win off the backswing. So what we're going to do is that one for blue. A Volcano Drifter, which is an elemental, even though this one's Japanese. Draw 2 cards. And here's a Generator Servant.
Could make a very terrifying Liege with Tangle.
Yeah. And I don't believe I played a land this turn yet. I don't think I did.
It's hard to keep track.
It's hard to keep track when you're that have that many. So,
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. So here's a Steam Vents tapped. And I don't really want to attack you. So pass turn.
End of your turn. Crack the Sakura Tribe Elder. Find a mountain.
Just in case I'm not dead this turn, but I'm probably am.
Untap. Draw for turn. Yeah, that's going to be my land I draw. Here's a Valakut.
Alright.
And...
Yeah, it looks like a
we'll
Scapeshift.
float 2 mana.
Yep.
Well, I guess float 6 mana. Use 4 of it to cast Scapeshift.
Yep.
2 green, 2 red, leaving a green and a red.
Yep.
And sacrifice these
Yeah, we'll do
6 lands. 1, 2, 3.
I suppose leaving this up would have been okay, but probably could have just recast it.
4, 5, 6.
Yep.
And of course, they all enter at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And they see 5 other mountains.
Yep.
So 18 damage.
I'm in 14, so...
Yes, the Bloodbraid
That'd be
attacking.
lethal.
Didn't need it this time, because he did actually have a fetch land, but... So, we can point 1 point of damage at this guy.
Sure. First one in, last one out.
And
Or first one out, I guess.
And 15 at you.
Yep. You got me. Alright, so maybe keeping this up would have been good that turn, but I don't
Yeah.
think it...
It would have.
It would have delayed you a turn, I guess. Yeah, because you didn't actually have another land. Yeah, so that would have delayed you a turn. But, whatever. Alright, well, that's this. I gotta say, I don't actually really like this deck. I thought I would like it more than I do, but it seems like out of all the games, including the test games and ones that we haven't filmed that I've done with this deck, I mean, this card just seems like you're paying 5 mana, praying that it stays alive, and then maybe it gets a little bit of value.
Yeah, and hoping something. Like,
yeah, never saw these.
In the other deck we want to do that has like the Ball Lightnings and the Ground Breakers as the elementals,
Yeah.
those can easily go to the graveyard themselves, so it's
Yeah.
nicer to recast them. Mm-hmm. But yeah, in this one you basically want Liege of the Tangle if somehow you've screwed up the combo the first time.
Yeah. See, the thing I don't like about this deck also is, I mean, like, you're playing Valakut, but honestly, like, this deck kind of just folds to any removal spells, because what are you going to do?
Like, this guy needs to
This guy
live for a
needs to
turn,
live.
unless you have a Generator Servant
Yeah.
to give him haste.
And then you do everything at once, but that's a little harder to pull off. But honestly, like, this just doesn't feel like a strong enough combo, so I don't know if I
It's a really
could...
cool deck when
It
works.
is a really
but
cool
yeah.
deck, but to get it to work, you need to play, like, so many cards that just aren't good. And the mana's not good, even though you would think it should be, because you have so many lands that care about elementals, but every time I find myself with, like, oh, there's, like, one of these, and I have, like, a Generator Servant as my accelerant, so that's out. Or, like, I put this in play, and then I'll never be able to activate this ability, because I don't
only
have...
the one land allows you. The elemental land allows you to use the
but,
mana
like,
of any
Cavernous
color.
Souls and everything
But
doesn't.
Cavernous Souls and stuff doesn't.
But, yeah, so it's a cool deck, but I probably wouldn't recommend you sleeve this up, because it just doesn't feel
Unless you
powerful
happen to have
enough.
all the bits, but I wouldn't go out of our way to
No.
purchase the bits.
They are cheat bits, to be fair.
Other than this guy.
Other than that guy, who is not a cheat bit. Alright, so that was this matchup, and we'll see you on Friday.
Bye.